When are you visiting the Philippines? Have you driven in the provinces? Hi everybody, here we go on a drive from the Valencia Mountain and into Sibulan. This is the road leaving Pulumbato Falls. As you can see, it's a narrow road when you're passing traffic. Cars are parked. It's the Red Rock Hot Spring. There's the entrance there on the right. It's better to be safe than sorry. We're waiting here because the trike was trying to make its way up but didn't have enough power, so one passenger stayed on and the other ones got off and pushed the trike from behind. Should be easier going back when it's downhill. Maybe not safer, but easier. So as you can see, the last part of the road here is not finished. I don't know how many times I've encountered that, where the last part of the road is not finished. Even around our subdivision, there's spots like that. I was mentioning that to a friend the other day, and here it is up in Valencia. It's as if they didn't quite finish the project, or they ran out of cement and never bothered coming back to finish the project. That would be a good side business for some company, going around finishing all the unfinished road ends. So here's the main road. We're going to take a left to go back down towards the water. It's the sulfur vents, depending on which way the wind's blowing. It's not the best smelling, the sulfur smell, which smells like rotten eggs. before this going down video, this tree was not there. People sitting here at the outdoor tables, and someone cut the tree off and just left a branch in the road at the speed bump. Not sure why they left it on the road. It's not a very safe thing to do, especially with so many tourists going by that spot. Downhill, no helmets, flip-flops or slippers as they call them. Good luck, boys. At least the third rider's being a bit safer than the first two. I noticed on my way up there's a new monkey sanctuary that someone's done a little bit of development. In the past, near the Tanduay sign, there was a guy who just would have a bucket of bananas and you could buy bananas from him, and he would call the monkeys down from the mountainside and you could feed bananas to the monkeys. Now someone actually has commercialized the spot. I'll point that out when we pass it up here. That was the monkey sanctuary just there on the right, the new commercial spot. And here was the Tanduay sign. There is the old spot where the guy would just call them down. So there were no one there at the moment when we drove by, but that was the new commercial spot there. Lived in Dumaguete in 2019. I didn't have a motorbike or scooter or car, and it is really nice to have a vehicle. We have a scooter and a motorbike and a car. It's really nice to get out into the countryside and get away from the city. Even though it's a small city, it's still nice to get out. barangay we're passing through is called Palinpinon, Palinpinon, and the road turns into the Dumaguete Palinpinon Road. Philippine gym. Called the barn on the left. And on the right here is the entrance to Tierra Alta, the residential development. It's one of the higher end ones, if not the highest end one in the area. Has a fancy clubhouse with restaurant, and finished houses for sale, as well as lots for development. Sunday market. Here we go. Turn right. Valencia Sunday Market is very famous. It has lots of food vendors, clothing vendors, fruits, vegetables, pets, flowers, even an exercise class. But the elevation changed as we're going across to Valencia, going back uphill here a bit. know someone's going slow when the trike flies by them. Here's the intersection, the right turn to go to the Valencia Market area. Left turn, go that way, or in this case I just pulled over on the right here and parked, and then walked up the half block and then left to the market area. Lots of place for parking a motorbike up close to the market. Take a left here at this intersection and just basically go around the market area. This tower up on the right, it's a Catholic church, and across from the Catholic church are stairs going down into the market area, so the back of the market. Selling puppies out of the back of their vehicle here. Taking a left here and back down. Guy here would be helping people park and getting 5 or 10 pesos for helping with that, but I'm not parking today. So again, the market's just to the left there. It's a full block of the public square. I've got another video where we basically start at that point right there by the 7-Eleven and take a right going down to Bakong, across to the Robinson Mall, and then across the waterfront, Dumaguete Boulevard, over to North Point Restaurants into Sibulan. So that's on a different video. This one, we're going to take the left turn to give you the other view, the other road going down to Robinson Mall. So going to the right will take you down to Robinson Mall once you hit the National Highway in Bakong. And then this way, we're going to take a right up here, would take you right down to Robinson Mall. That's not where we're going today, but that's the road you would take, and it both ways ends up at the same spot. So we're up here in Valencia, up higher off the ocean. We're running parallel to the ocean here, and we're going to turn right at this intersection. So I don't know if you can see, but that's actually the ocean way down past Dumaguete ahead of us there. This is called Jose Romero Road. The other road, if we had turned right when we left Valencia, is the Bacong Valencia Road. Very similar style road. For those of you who are familiar with Manila or Cebu traffic, as you'll note here, this traffic around Negros Oriental, while it may get congested for a few minutes in Dumaguete, the traffic here is nothing compared to Cebu or Manila. So this is the turn here for the Diversion Road at the Mr. Fuel. Again, you'll see the unfinished end of the road, a few feet short of the road. I'm not sure why that happens. If anyone can answer that for me, that would be wonderful. It's like they quit at lunch and decided not to come back to finish the job. Not sure, but it happens all over the city and outside of the city, as we saw earlier, coming down from the waterfall in the hot spring. So we're running parallel right now to the waterfront. We're about 4 kilometers off the water. So Google Maps calls this Q Gomez Road, but I believe it's an extension of Diversion Road that they're building around the city so you can skip to downtown Dumaguete. On the left are workers on the road. They build these temporary shelters. That's my guess. If we'd taken a right there on that road, that would have taken us down to City Mall area, and going past that area would take us to the waterfront right near Sibulan Beach. finish it, it saves a lot of time running through Dumaguete, and it comes out near the water at the far end of Sibulan. So if you were going further up the island to San Jose, Amlan, Tanjay, etc., Bais, and that would save you some time cutting through Dumaguete. Although you can see it's not that well used, especially Sunday morning, but I've never really seen heavy traffic on this road. And most of the people that would be going to the places I referred to would likely be buying supplies or goods in Dumaguete, so the Diversion Road probably wouldn't be much help for them. Just want to make a little U-turn and show you something that I'm interested in. Inside our compound we have a fancy tent that we bought in the store here with a light in it for dining, etc., but it doesn't do well in the wind. It's been knocked down a few times. So I'm thinking of that we need one of these native huts here. They're perfect for inside a compound. Just here on the right. So I got the phone number for Lindy to call and for her to check it out. I'm guessing around $350 US. Instead of going to the end of the Diversion Road, which I mentioned is at the far end of Sibulan, I take a right at this intersection here, small back lane. This is part of my walking route when I do a long walk from the subdivision up to the Diversion Road. Likely put in by the homeowner there with the fancy wall. Remember the rule, big wall, big compound. Here's a nice trike driver. He pulled over and made room for me. Salamat, sir. Intersection. You'll notice the container construction. They're doing an extension on the Smiles Incorporated call center. When I always walked by, I thought it had something to do with teeth straightening or dentistry, but it's actually timeshare sales. There you go. Smiles call center. Business must be good selling timeshares if they're expanding their business. So this is Sibulan proper. You might recognize this from my walking videos. Instead of going towards the water on my walks, this is the area away from the water. They're drilling for water there on that lot. Here's the nice big house that's being built here on the right. Today when I was walking there on the right, lots of papaya trees, but for some reason they never picked the papayas. They just let them rot on the tree. Very unfortunate. They have a big crop of papayas and no one picked them. This is the new garden that's being built. I still haven't seen people tending it to see what they're actually going to do. I walked this morning and this evening and didn't see anybody. And what is this? An unfinished stretch of road. I have no idea why this happens. Here's missed the joining. So they missed that small piece there. No idea why they do that. There's a pool table on the right. And here on the right, I learned is a lady who does traditional hand pressure point massage. I see people lined up there on the weekends. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps our channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Umping, take care.
Where should we drive next? Asa man ta sunod nga drive?